Hi there, folks. Well, I thought today that I would start my new channel and review one of my very first albums that I bought when I was getting into rock music. So here we go. This is my very first real, as it were, rock album that I bought. Van Halen 1. Yeah, this is the original vinyl that I bought from HMV back in the day. After seeing them the night before at Coventry Theatre. It's a long talked about album, and an album that's influenced many people, whether it's vocals, guitars, or just the band as a whole. But the first lineup of the band, which included Dave Lee Roth on vocals, Edward Van Halen on guitar, Michael Anthony on bass, and Alex Van Halen on the drums. Yeah, um, they very much influenced not just the guitarists, but they influenced the second coming of the glam era, really, in the 80s. This album was released in 1978, and although the track listing is not in the original order as it appears on the vinyl, um, I'll try and go through some of the tracks with you. But the opening song, "Running with the Devil," starts with that bass sound, boom, 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 with the undercurrent of the guitar, I believe, underneath that. Um, yeah, quite a slow kind of stomping kind of song, really. Not one that you'd expect to be the opening song, crashing straight in. But there you go. Yes, "Running with the Devil." Um, "Eruption," which is a guitar solo track, which was one of the first things that kind of got people on board with the guitarist, as it were, with his tapping style guitar playing, which led us into the song "Ain't Talking About Love," which for me was one of my favourites off the album, along with the cover song on there, which is "You Really Got Me," which was originally done by the Kinks. Yeah. Um, as I say, I played this album to death as a child, and this original vinyl, as it were, I'll take it out of the cover there. Look, this original vinyl um, album is pretty knackered, to be honest. A lot of scrapes and what have you on there. It still plays. I've not played it recently, and I'm not 100% sure how much it jumps or whether it does jump at all. But definitely many plays. Probably worn it out. It was played that much, um, and it was played on my dad's hi-fi system at the time, in the living room. And when parents used to go out, we used to get the volume turned up because he'd got some big kind of 4x4 speakers that he used on this hi-fi unit, and we used to just pump up the volume on there and annoy the neighbours. Yeah. Um, Dave Lee Roth, bit of a showman at the time. For me, I had no idea whether he was a good or a bad singer, to be honest, but he influenced me a lot in my style of singing and being an entertainer, really, which he's pretty much well known for. These days, his voice is pretty shot, to be honest, and I'm not really sure if I'd really want to go and see him if he came over here to tour again. But you never know. Never say never, as they say. But obviously, the full band are no longer there, as we lost Edward Van Halen many years ago now. When I say many, it's only a few years, to be honest. But I was one of the fortunate ones to have met Edward Van Halen and get his autograph, which is on my Van Halen album #2. And also Michael Anthony, he also signed the album. Dave Lee Roth, he just refused to sign anything. He was a big mega star by then, rock star, and he wasn't interested to sign anything or even have a photo taken, which wasn't really a thing then, which was around 1979, I believe. I waited all day in Birmingham in the UK to meet the band before they played at the Birmingham Odeon. Unfortunately, I only got to meet two of them properly, and was brushed off by Dave Lee Roth. Moving along, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll give it a like and subscribe. And remember, keep on rocking. Hey ho.